There's ideas worth keeping. I ran into one about how where we live changes us as much as we can change where we live. It's a dialogue, right? So if the first step of leadership is setting the example, and you see something in your neighborhood that you would like to change, then what should that look like? It can be painful to learn and grow. We can deny ourselves so much. Anyhow, I agree with a lot of aspects of that idea. I think it was Thomas Jefferson. He liked to build buildings in such a way as to inspire and transform the very people that choose to walk through it. He had a round house with really big windows that just fold all the way down. Likes walking while chasing an idea. So I built a staircase for you, love. Predominantly for Catherine. Ella. Sweet Leah. Michael. And how it's screwed down is in a code, an old code. A code that when you ask, I'll give you a book and you can sit and read it. But the lesson was simple. Which you're doing right now. You should be learning to ask for help. And so I'm not able to be there to help teach you what that should look like. So here is my example, my love, sitting on the thing with a message, and it's a good message. And for those who will never have opportunity to sit on the staircase, the message is, Dad loves God, Rebecca, who's the mother of my children, and you. And there's an air. There's no space between the D and the A. And you can't, the idea behind that is you got to know your own self, your own shortcomings, the parts that you get wrong, before you can know or accept another, right? Like love starts at the self. Love yourself. Understand yourself. So what is the help that I need to ask on the staircase? Well, love, it's been 2 years where you've been kept from me. And people think that I'm ridiculous because I think half your time should be with your mom and half the time should be with your dad. People around here actually use that as an excuse for why I am insane and why I don't get to see those kids at all. They didn't pay attention to the fact that your mom said on many occasions, hey, you're not going to see any of your father, along with all those horrible things that she spent time saying about again and again and again and again and again. You are me, love, and you're not horrible, just like your mom's not horrible. She's making horrible mistakes that hurt, but that's only because she's hurting, right? And you did not watch me give back to her anger. You didn't watch me give back to her painful or hurtful things. You watched me give back to her tenderness, love, kindness. And for some reason, for some people, they'll choose to hurt more. But what else are you going to do? That'll be on them. And the other part will be on you. So, if you're not actually related to me and you're watching this, I need help. I'm being wrongfully kept from my children for 2 years. My constitutional rights are being entirely ignored to do it. There is an entire system from the judge to the attorneys that are her, in this case, top campaign donors. Her caring more about that willful bribery in the court than the dangers and the outcomes of moments past like Bastille, when courts make individuals prove their innocence. And I love John Locke, so how dare you? I also am an individual who carries a copy of the United States Constitution in the pocket of their coat when they dress up for Masonic meetings, Rotary meetings, other boards that I sit on, businesses that I've, worked for and worked with, people that I try to help. I like to carry that book with me. I like to read it. I don't like to read it because I think it makes me smarter. I like to read it because it's a thought that's worth maintaining, right? And you need to stop. You need to stop the silliness. And it's for all of us. It's not just for some of us. There's a bar association that doesn't ever get rid of attorneys. There's attorneys that won't sue one another because it's like an old boys club. And well, you don't want to be that guy. And so you allow all sorts of incompetence. It's a joke about you exactly think of a system that's so broke that everywhere you go, people can bond with each other by making jokes at your expense. Right? That would hurt. But you're all part of it. There's not one person at the court that's making and allowing an error to happen. There's many of you. There aren't one attorney that's making errors and allowing for errors to happen. There's many of you. And by the way, I don't exclude myself. I voted for the very judge that's so willfully abusing my family and letting you down, us down as citizens. And it's wrong. It's wrong. They would like us to take a front row seat to child abuse and then not us have any emotional reaction. And they're going to do it with complete disregard to any constitutional rights or due process. And they profiteer off of knowingly committing child abuse. Please help me get my kids out of the way of that. And we can fix it in a way where we feel good, and we can fix it in a way that's quick and simple, and we can fix it in a way where we'll all agree with the direction. Because there's a place for everybody to contribute. And there are ideas that can get things like 93, 97, 99.999% correct. You're probably watching this message on a product that's built with those tolerances. We do it. And we can do it better here. If you're able, please go to the GoFundMe page and contribute. If you know of something that can help. Always feel welcome to participate in a dialogue. If you'd like to know more, there's other videos. Thank you so much for your time and watching me set an example for my children and asking for help. Share, like, let's fix this, and have a beautiful week, and know that you're loved.